Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to DRED FX Custom Paint Studio. I'm going to give you a little sort of studio tour on this centerpiece. This is something you usually see me working from when I'm doing my videos. You'll see me in front of this whiteboard here. I just wanted to give you a little rundown because there is more to this than meets the eye, guys. I built this a while ago and I wanted everything sort of two-hand, because when you paint there's nothing worse than ferreting around looking for something. When you're painting you lose your concentration and you're walking away from the project that you are painting. So I built this to be everything to hand that suits me. The height, I've got everything adjusted to the height as I'm sitting. I use an adjustable chair, like just a normal stool. The light source, as you can see, it's quite bright from the top. We have got a 600mm square LED daylight. These are just like panels, they're nice and cheap. If I can find the link, I'll put the link on the description for you so you can see that. But they are brilliant lights, guys, especially if you're working on, say, an easel. You want your light source from the top so it casts your shadows below where you're working. So wherever you've got your hand and you're painting, your shadows always cast below. So that's nice to have. We've got the Pocket Graphics by Scott McKay. I've now mounted these with magnets on so you can just put them and they're out of the way. Like I say, everything's to hand. This is just a white drawing board that I picked up. So I'll run through the prices on this build. The drawing board cost me £20 from like Cash Converters, second-hand store, things like that. And it works absolutely fine. You've got your ruler part that slides up and down. Bulldog clips at the top, clipped on there out of the way. Two board clips to mount your paper, and you can tuck your paper up behind the ruler, which is really handy. We've got an airbrush bracket here, and I've got one mounted to the one below, and you can just take these out. They come on the tubes, twist that round, and then you've got your airbrush holder on the side for your side cup mounts. I've also got the brush holder where you can slide the ones in with the cups on the top. But if you know about side feed airbrushes, these are the sort of the best ones you can get, because your cup can sit out the side of the rails there. So that's on there. You can move that nice and easy and mount it below on the carousel bit below, but I'll show you that in a minute. So when you see me in my videos, I'm usually got a monitor screen. Now that monitor screen is attached to this. So I'll just pull the monitor around now. So that's basically just an arm, and it swivels around like that. So when you're working, it's all to hand, guys, and this is what it's about. It's making your life easier when you're painting. As I say, you don't want to be nipping off to another room to try and find a bracket or a pencil or anything that you need. It's all to hand, and that's the best way to work. It just makes it more efficient, and you'll get your work done a lot quicker for your customers, because all these little bits of time, you just get lost in this. So that's the monitor, nice and simple. That is a Samsung 19-inch LED monitor. They're not expensive, probably even cheaper now. I've seen some 24-inch smart TVs for £100 the other day, and they look really nice. So I might upgrade to a smart tele in here, because I can connect it to the internet and pull stuff across that way. But this is just a USB port in the back. So I just download any images that I'm working from down to USB, plug it in the back of the monitor, and then you can blow the screen up to what you want, fiddle around with the colours, set the settings, job done, and you're good to go when you're painting. You've got your reference piece just there. So what I'll do is I'll fold the monitor back away, and then we'll show you the next stage on this build. So nice and simple, just move the arms, and this was just a bracket from like Amazon, a computer mount bracket for a monitor, nice and easy, and that just folds away in the back, not a problem at all. And then when you're airbrushing, usually if I'm cleaning, I've got a bin just underneath me in front of me as I'm spraying, and you'll probably see me in some of the time lapses. I'm cleaning the cup out with cotton buds and they just go straight in the bin. I've usually got a little pot where I spray into as I'm flushing the brush through. But when it comes to finishing the airbrush day and you want to clean your brushes and put them out of the way, That's something you don't usually see on camera. When I've finished an airbrush lesson, whatever I'm doing, I take them into the other room, strip them down, and then you're fiddling around stripping them down. So I thought it'd be nice to have something built to this station where I can just stay where I am, finish what I'm doing, and then we can just move this round nice and easy. So you've got your TV this side, so it all pivots round on one axis, which is really nice. And then round this side you've got a cleaning station. Now this is what I've done today. This is nice and simple. It's a monitor bracket again, which mounts to the center arm in the center, and this is basically a laptop tray flipped round, different brackets all bolted together. So you've got an airbrush rack for brushes to be cleaned or that have been cleaned. You can rack them up there. Everything's magnetic, so you've got all your super lube, you've got your spanners and things like that for taking nozzles apart and disassembling your airbrush. I've mounted a paper towel rack to the bottom, so you've got your paper towels. When you're cleaning through, you can throw it in the bin. Job done. Little drip tray. As you can see, we have got a soap dispenser. Now these are digital soap dispensers. This came today and I thought this would be quite a cool idea. In the top you mount your liquid. In the top this will hold 400ml of cleaning fluid, and it is alcohol safe, so I've got an alcohol airbrush mix cleaner in here. To this side that I found out about 5 minutes ago, you even get like a little air filter in there, a lemon zest air filter cube that goes inside, so the studio smells quite fresh, guys, which isn't bad. I've got fillers mounted to the side, magnets again, nice and easy, just clip it on the side. 2 airbrush holders left and right here, the rack, and the actual gadget itself is, it's got 3 settings on it which pumps out so much fluid. So I've had a play with this today and I've set it to level 3 and it fills the cup up just right. So if we get an air line plugged in, turn this on, it was on, so that's on. It's digital and it shows you, tap it so many times, I've not gone through the settings on it so much yet, but you've got like a temperature for the room, it will show you that. It runs on batteries but not throwaway batteries, so you're not having to fiddle around throwing it away. Easy filled from the top. You've got a USB port in the side to charge it. A charge will last you a week, so we've got a week's worth of cleaning and it's job done. So you'll basically hold your airbrush underneath like that and it pumps out the right amount of fluid for the d.i.y HP SB Plus, and then you can clean your airbrush, get your cotton buds in there, clean it through, and there's no drip as well, guys, which is really, really cool. So we'll just do that demo of that again. Hold it up to the machine and then you've got the right amount in the cup. So it's quite a nice hands-free cleaning operation, nice and tidy, nice and clean. As I say, there is hardly any drips, and if it did drip, there's a little drip tray at the bottom, like you get in a pub. So, smart little bit of kit, all on the carousel, which is nice. So this all moves round. For when you're finished your airbrush session, you can just move it back round, nice and easy. It just follow that round, and then you can bring your board back like that, and then you're back to spraying, which is really, really handy. So I'll show you the next stage on this, the next little bit of the build. I'll just take the camera off and I'll pan around with the camera. So you've got the whiteboard bit that you've seen, and then when you pan down here, you've got a carousel which is mounted, so you've got all your paints, grayscale, full colour scale. We've got pens, pencils, all the bits that you need are on here. Then you've got your airbrush stand, so when you're working you can just spin that round, and everything is to hand. This will disassemble in about 10 minutes. All these things on clip, it all packs away and folds up. They're the legs on it. So you just unscrew it and it all folds up. If you wanted to mount this to the floor, there is holes in the feet so you can screw it down. So all in all, this build cost me, it was £20 for the this. The TV was the expensive part at the time. It was £100, but they're probably a lot cheaper now. So 120 with the TV. The actual stand cost me £20. Little bike stand. So job done, nice and simple. The actual, if I just spin that round again, the cleaning station, they're £35. The racks, £1.50. Piece of aluminium pipe to hold that, so that's nice and simple. And then also you've got masking tape holders in the centre, so if you need fine line and you need masking, there's squeegees mounted there as well. To the back of this are all my shields, which are all magnetised to the back, so they're all to hand. So all in all, this cost 120, 30, 40, 50, £160 all in, built. That piece there is the piece off my bottom of the door, because that's a double glazed door, and then in double glazed doors you get the panels, that the white clear panels that have got the foam in. That's all that is, and then just drilled out the holes to fit the golden high flow acrylics and the other size bottles, and that just sits on there and spins round. So cheap guys, and that's what it's about. Save your pennies and then spend your pennies on your brushes like I did. So I hope you enjoyed this video on my crazy build. I feel like the guy out of Back to the Future, but yeah, the hair's growing white, we're getting there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. It's probably going to be a DRED FX tips and tricks. I've got some more little bits coming up, and we've also got the e-bike to finish, and then we can move on to the next stages of the e-bike. So I just wanted to show you this, what I've done today. Nice, simple, cool little setup that works, that is efficient. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.